A lot of times what we go through is not our fault, but if you don't deal with it, it's gonna sneak up on you at the sneakiest moment and pull you back. What's up, boo? Welcome back to my channel. I help you uncover negative patterns, restore your spirit, and level up your relationship without all the extra stress and the heartache. My name is Gabby, and today I'm going to be telling you what you should do when you feel like you've healed from some trauma in your life, a breakup, some situation, and you see something or hear something, taste something, feel something that triggers you and takes you all the way back. So if that's something that you can relate to, I'm about to speak on it right now. If you've been in this situation before, you've been through something, let's say in a past relationship, somebody did you horribly, and you go through the healing process, some time goes by and you see them and they just happen to have this certain look on their face and it just takes you back. It low-key shatters you because you feel like, oh my gosh, I thought I was through this, I thought I was done with this, and here I'm all the way back in this dark place. It's not a good place to be, especially when you're back at a place where you thought you come through and you're in a situation that you thought you've conquered. It really sucks to have to deal with something like this, but I'm gonna tell you, the process may not be easy, but fairly simple. And in that moment, the one thing you have to do is ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? And I know that sounds so ridiculous because that one situation that got you all the way back where you used to be, you might feel like I'm back in hell. So how is me asking myself, why am I feeling like this? How is that going to help me get out of this? It will, because the thing is, you thought you healed. You thought you healed and you actually didn't. And part of the healing process is understanding yourself. If you did not understand, you didn't really get anywhere. You kind of just stepped over that step, and then whatever happened, your trigger just brought you all the way back. So even though it might not seem important, it really is. Because if you don't understand the why, if you don't understand the mechanics of your own mind, of your own heart in that situation, how can you stop it from happening again? How can you protect yourself from it happening again? You can't really, not in a healthy way. You might end up building up a wall or avoiding certain things because you're fearful that you might come in that predicament again where you're right back into darkness. So the one thing that you really need to do is ask yourself, why do I feel like this? You need to ask yourself right at that moment when you feel it, because that's the best time for you to evaluate that, because you're standing right in that situation. You're standing right in the muck of those emotions, and that is the perfect time. So there was one time where me and my boyfriend, it was something on TV. It was something we were watching, and it was something that he said, and it just triggered something in me, and I kind of snapped. And he looked at me, and I was like, I'll be back. I'm going to the bathroom. And I just had to step away. And I went into the bathroom, and I really had to really talk to myself, y'all. Real life talk to myself. I was like,
Gabby, why did you say that?
because I was taken back. I was surprised myself because I'm like, I thought I was done with this. I thought I was over that. That was 2 years ago. Why did I just say that? It just jumped right out of me. However you react or you're triggered, it lets you know that it's something that you did not deal with. And there are many things that you can do to somebody that will hurt them without cheating on them. So we did go through some things in our past that I thought I had overcome. Some things that caused some serious insecurities and all that type of stuff within me. It was just not a good place. And I thought I was over it. I thought I was out of it. But the way I reacted in that moment just told me like, nah, bitch, nah. Hey, that darkness is still in you somewhere. It's in that hiding. And there's certain things that can make it pop out. So I'm just standing in the bathroom thinking like, Gabby, why did you say that? Why did you feel this way? And it's really just a series of questions. Whenever you answer one question, if you're still confused, it'll lead you to another question. Okay, so I'm in the bathroom. I'm sitting here like, really in my head. I'm in my head. I'm telling you, you have to be in your head. In that moment, you have to be there. So I'm like, Gabby, why are you mad? Well, he knows that that situation is relatable. So why would he say that? Why would he not be on the same wave as me, knowing that we went through what we went through? So now I'm like, okay, yeah, that's understandable, but y'all already talked about this so many times. You said you got over it. You said you've been over it. Why are you still thinking about it? Why does it even matter if it's something that both of you have healed from and that you've come from? But it still happened though. Like, just because we over it didn't mean it didn't happen. No, that's not cool. That's not cool, because because y'all are not even the same people y'all were back then. He doesn't even think like that now. That's why he didn't react in the way that you're reacting, because he knows that y'all are different. He knows that y'all have grown. You know him better than that. He wouldn't do you like that now. You wouldn't do him any type of way. He expects you to trust him, and you expect him to trust you. And right in that moment, it clicked. I was like, oh my gosh. That triggered me, because I'm still looking at him as if he was the same person from 3 years ago. When I realized that, it changed instantly. I just felt the change inside of me instantly, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I really was still angry inside. Deep inside, I thought I was good. We were mellow. We were smooth. And I realized right in that moment, pissed off, asking myself those questions, I figured out, my goodness, he changed, and I know he changed, but I'm still treating him like the man he was 2, 3, 4 years ago. How is that fair? How is that fair to him? How is that fair to me? I'm still bringing myself back here while he's sitting over there looking at me confused, like, what's going on with you, or why are you talking about this when we're better than that? We're not those people anymore. I'm telling you, when it came to me, it was like a flush of relief and remorse. I just felt so bad. I felt so bad that I was still harboring that negativity inside of me, and knowing that it was my own fault. Because yes, a lot of times what we go through is not our fault. We can't help what people do to us. We can't help how people treat us. Regardless if that's something that you went through in a friendship, in a relationship with your mama, with your daddy, whatever. You can't help how somebody else treated you. But if you let it, it will affect you for the rest of your life. If you don't deal with it, it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. And it's going to sneak up on you at the sneakiest moment and pull you back as if you were standing right there in that moment when they hurt you. And if that happens to you, don't be scared of it now. Hey, you gotta jump in it. You gotta jump in that moment, and you gotta ask yourself those questions. You gotta ask so you can figure that thing out, boo. So you can come up out of it. You can't let what somebody did to you, have you surrender to it every time something snaps on you. Because you'll never be free. When I came to, I went out there and I had to tell him straight up. I was like, you know what, babe, I apologize. I'm sorry. I just got taken back to a place I thought I was done with. I thought I was through, and it shocked me too. And how I came off at you was not right. You're a different man. I'm a different woman. I took action because I knew I was wrong, but in that moment, the anger just is so quick. When it happens to you, it's so quick. It's like you instantly are in that place. Like what happened to you is happening all over again. But if that happens with you, with the person who you're not involved with anymore, that's even more reason for you to really dig inside yourself to figure out what the heck is going on. Because if you don't even deal with this person anymore, you do not want them to have power over you and over your life. And they're not even in your life. They don't even deserve that. So when you find yourself in a place where you get snapped back to hell, something that you went through that was so treacherous, so hurtful, so heartbreaking, so dark, ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Ask yourself that first. Whatever the answer is to your question, ask another question to that question. It's just a series of questions. And it's simple, but that's why it can be a little difficult, because sometimes you just don't know what questions to ask. But that's how you get there. That's how you get through that. Because if you feel like you've already been through the healing process, that's the only thing left for you to do. You have to figure out what's going on. You have to ask yourself the right questions. And the best thing is, you don't need any other parties to help you do this. Unless, you need help trying to figure out what exactly you should be helping. Then maybe a conversation with a friend. You can tell a friend, somebody you trust, like, oh my gosh, this happened to me and I felt like this. Why did I feel that way? Just a conversation. Somebody that can help you stimulate your mind will bring out those answers and cause that epiphany for you, because that's what you need. You need the answers to really be able to figure out, what is it? Why is it so deep rooted in me, so that you can get over it? And you will. I promise you. I promise you, you will. That's the key. And even if it takes a little work for you to get to that answer, telling you, when you get that answer, when you get those answers, it's gonna be like having a key to the lock. You're gonna really feel free. You're gonna feel free like you've never felt before, because then at that moment you will know that you are done. You done, boo? I'm telling you, I promise you. If you want a follow-up video about what type of questions that you ask yourself specifically in a situation like this, just let me know in the comments or whatever, and I will definitely be happy to make another video with more information about that. So I'm telling you, just apply this, and you will be there. You will be there, because you don't want to live the rest of your life never knowing when something is going to pounce back on you. Or even worse, not even thinking about the fact that something might pounce on you, and then it just pounces on you and you just taking back 10 years, you know? But yeah, boo, I hope this has been helpful. And until next time, and peace and love, I'm out.